Rated Frog, you're first. Hello. How are you? I gotta put in a trivia question for you guys. Let's see. Ernest is here and Rich. Hello, you guys. Happy Friday. I'm eating some quick dinner before I get cooking. I was on your channel for 16 minutes? But you know I start at like 8 p.m. I know I'm a little late, but dang. Nice. Thank you, Ernest, for the happy poop gift. Wow. Can't believe it's the 17th already, guys. Crazy. Okay, Rated Frog, I'm gonna be making some hummus and some lasagna. So I got a lot on the menu tonight. Ernest, thank you so much, Ernest. All right. Kaylin Crew, hello and happy Friday. How are you, Kaylin? Jonathan Engler, I'm doing good. How are you? Happy that it's the weekend. Ditto, Back to the Future. Rated Frog says, I just want to be sure. Yes, Jonathan, I am cooking today. Stone Papa Smurf, what up? Minnesota U football playing Miami right now. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't watch college football, but I hope the Gophers do well. So Ernest is saying, 11 more days till one of my favorite YouTube singers' birthdays. Ali Sky. I've never heard of her, but happy early birthday to her. Jonathan, the weather is beautiful here in Minnesota. Not gonna lie, I'm nervous for the Vikings to play the Eagles. We'll see what happens. Jonathan, Kaylin, Rated Frog, hey, you can make vegan lasagna. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm making vegan lasagna after I finish eating this. Hello, Mon Vlogs. Yabba dabba doo. Ernest says she's a subscriber here. She lives in Hawaii Sunshine, misses your streams. Oh, wonder where she's been. I've been streaming all the time. Roger Lee, Olivia Yerbay, sorry. Stromboni. Would you sacrifice yourself if you knew your kid would turn into Batman? I mean, if I had a kid, I would put myself on the line to save their butt, regardless of whether or not they're gonna be Batman. Okay, R says we got Quinon, don't know who that is, Quinon Mitchell back this weekend, okay. Adam, I'm eating tofu and quinoa. Rated Frog, you should check out vegan lasagna, it's dope. Simon Classic, Tweevil to Hope. Let's see. Hi, Hannah, looks like a tasty dish. Hope you had a blessed week. Yeah. Honestly, I was very tired today coming back from work. I took a nap after work because I was exhausted. But it was a good week. All right. Shania C. Hello, Shania C. Back to the Future, thank you. Smash the like button and double tap, or smash the like button by double tapping your screen. Raven Ash, I don't know what bullet journaling is. William Barry, David Macron, Jonathan Engler, I'm gonna be cooking today. Egg Shen, hello. Kevin, Rated Frog. Oh, sorry. I need to get to the poll question. I was thinking of several ones. Okay. This one is gonna be, oh, this is tough. Oh shoot, what should I do? I was thinking like board games and stuff like that. Guess my favorite board game as a kid. Was it? Oh, there were so many. Monopoly, Checkers, Candyland, or Sorry. There you go. Folabi, hello. Ooh, this is spicy, guys. It's giving me a little bit of a runny nose. Ivan Lopez, hello. Happy Friday. Let's see, Puppet Gush. Puppet Gush, what's the job? I'm a data analyst for my 9 to 5. Barry is here. Jonathan Engler, Hannah, live stream tomorrow. Actually, I'm thinking of doing a pop-up live stream tomorrow. I haven't done one of those in so long. Kaylin's, ooh, spicy. Kaylin says, I love Fridays. That's the day most people work from home, so I was able to get more work done. Yes. JB, Folabi Lobby, Pharaoh, Kevin. Zuleika says, my name is Madison. Kirby is here. Kirby is rolling in with the combo gifts. Thank you, Kirby. I was laughing at that video you posted. I don't know if it was a members only or if it was for everybody, but where you and your brother were top tier exterminators. I was like, I don't know what kind of stinging bug that is. I was like, is this a hornet? Is it a wasp? I don't know. But I would not go anywhere near. I was like, why were they clumped together on the back of that truck? Ooh, so scary. That one had me laughing. Danielle, good to see you. Hello, I am eating tofu, so that is the right emoji to use. Tony is in Tampa Bay, Florida. Zuleika says, okay, my name is Madison. Would you rather eat Chick-fil-A or Subway? Subway, because there's way better veggie options at Subway compared to Chick-fil-A. I actually don't know what I would get at Chick-fil-A, but I do know what I'd get at Subway. Back to the Future says hi to Barry. Rigo Alvarez is in Chile. Victor, thank you so much. Sean XKE, I don't have kids. David says board game aggravation. Don't know it. Tab, happy Friday. Any fun weekend plans? Kirby with, holy moly, all the jewels. I love it. Danielle Urich, Rated Frog. Kirby says, I am first. All right, thank you so much, Kirby. Gotta write you down. Gift. Growing Greens. I'm like looking at what popped up when I clicked on your channel just to see what I haven't seen yet. Kaylin, Rated Frog, Kirby, Denise Kenger. Ooh, it was a wasp nest. Ew, yuck. Oh my God. Brave of your brother to go up that close to it. Oh, yuck. Denise, Kirby. I'm doing good. Eating some spicy tofu and quinoa. So I like dumped a bunch of sriracha on it. I'll show you. I like to keep a lot of hot sauce on hand at all times. So I just like upturned this bottle and just went like this all over my sriracha. So this is like the main brand. I think it's like Thai. You can find it in a lot of restaurants. So I just like keep a bunch of sriracha on hand. So I put it on my food and now I'm like, oh gosh, my nose is running because it's so hot. Banyan is here, doing good. Nitin Singh. Which one is better, Boston or California? I personally am not a fan of California, so I'm gonna go with Boston. I have been to Boston twice at least, and it's a really cool city. I've been there more than that. No, I've been to Boston. I visited a friend of mine who went to Boston College. I played a soccer game at Boston College. I went there with my parents once, and we went to like Faneuil Hall and the Maparium and other places. And I want to say I've been there at least 3 times, but I feel like it's 4 or 5. I've been to Harvard, but technically it's not in Boston, it's in Cambridge, but it's basically in Boston. Yeah, Boston is dope. Much more my vibe than California. Willa, Zuleika, okay. Back to the Future. Bentley Endicott is back. Denise is thinking of trying tofu. Do it, try it. Stone Papa Smurf says, I got invited to the bar school yak next month. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like fun. Let's see, Richport, Barry, Sean, I love tofu. Yes, tofu is life, it's so good. Really great source of lean protein if you're plant-based. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, I haven't had sriracha in a while, and I feel like my tolerance was like it was down, and it's like really spicy. Hi Lisa. Nitin Singh is coming to the US in a couple years. Jamba Juice, Agent 47. Yes, sriracha is peak flavor. Also, guys, I've got this is like some electrolyte water. I have my skeleton hand glass out tonight. Sean, no, I don't think sriracha is overrated. Let's see. Barry, I went through a phase of putting sriracha on everything. Me too. I don't put it on everything these days, which is probably why there was a time where I could, no matter how much sriracha I dumped on a dish, it wouldn't make my nose run and it wouldn't be like spicy. But I'm not that way anymore. Like I don't put it on everything that's savory. I put it on stuff here and there, so when I do eat it, I'm like, ooh, this is hot. Mark Gabriel, Diablo, yes, Back to the Future spicy food is the best. How was the Dave Ramsey book? It's so good. Ivan Lopez, I have like maybe 50 pages left of it. It's wonderful. Chef J Dog, Barry, I went through, okay. AD, that's a lot of sriracha. It's perfect with pretty much anything though, yes. All right. West Philly Black says the Eagles will blow out the Vikings. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Miss Known. Corn Pop. Damon McGraw. Robert King. Rated Frog. Ray Miller. Junior Caraway. Miss Known. Rated Frog says that glass is insane. $5 at Target. You should get like, I don't know, get one if you want. They're so fun. Allie, hello. Honestly, Allie, I'm taking back my weekends, like more of my weekends for myself. I've been way overbooked for the last 2 months, and I feel like I haven't given myself enough time over the weekends to like recover and rest. and get ready for my 9 to 5, which starts on Mondays every week. So no plans this weekend. I mean, I'm gonna be working on YouTube stuff, but I'm like, no. I'm reserving time for myself again on the weekends. I'm kind of tired of saying yes to a lot of things. I'm glad all the things that I've done so far, but at this point I'm like, all right, no. I'm blocking off time for myself because I got stuff I gotta get done and just chill a bit on the weekends. Hannah Vanover, favorite food is Ethiopian food. Yabba dabba doo. Hannah, same sauce on my haggis. Ew. Banana Peel Emery, I do listen to Taylor Swift. Stone Papa Smurf, what's a main idea you got from the Ramsey book? So the book is called, I should probably just go grab it really quick. One sec, guys. So, this is a book that I got for my birthday last month by the one and only Dave Ramsey, and it's called Build a Business You Love. And I would say the main takeaway from this book is there's different phases of business. So he lays out, I think it's like 5 or 6. Let me just quickly look here. Stage 5, Legacy Builder, I feel like that's the last one. But he basically goes through the 5 levels of business starting from like day 1. Like phase 1, you're doing everything yourself. You're just figuring out how to like sell your product or grow your business. And it's like the as basic as it gets. And then as you progress through stages 2 to 5, it becomes like hiring your first employees, creating different divisions of the business, like the financial division, the HR division, the data division, the market communications and stuff. So it's basically how he started from like day 1 to growing his business, which is like hundreds of millions of dollars, like just crazy successful. So yeah, it takes time, and there's different stages of the journey, I would say. All right, The Real Sam I Am is back. Hello, AD, Back to the Future. Rupert Bishop, thank you, and have a good night. Wolfpack, Kaylin, I have no plans this weekend. Yeah, I know, I was saying this before. I was saying this on a live stream, and the thing is, sometimes I get to the end of my work week and I feel very much like, yeah, I'm excited, I've got plans, I got stuff on the calendar, but it's like, when you work a full-time job, I work a full-time job. YouTube is my second job. My main job is my 9 to 5 job, Monday through Friday. So it's like, okay, when you work a 9 to 5 or you work a full-time job, you are spending so many hours. Some people are working 50, 60, 70 hours working their job. And it's like you have to give so much of your time away to your employer during the week that I just cannot turn around and then get to Friday through Sunday and then just book up all of my time with social events, because at some point I just need to like veg and not do anything, because otherwise I will just get super burned out and not recover for the coming work week. It's like, I'm also very introverted. I don't need to be out doing stuff all the time. I actually really love recharging and just chilling at home. So yeah, it's a balance. It's like I want to make time for stuff in my free time, but at the same time I also need to preserve time for all the chores I got to get done, the cooking, YouTube stuff. I don't like being overbooked. Sean says, so it's Friday, TGIF for ya, time for the weekend. No party for me, it's all chill this weekend. Emmanuel Carrillo says, amen. Barry, you need a goblet made from the skull of a vanquished enemy. Kirby, yes, I don't like peppers. Nope. Crawl 55 is in Turkey. Mary Grimm, Metastate, Alley, Hannah, I work half of every weekend. Oof, man, respect. But I work on weekends, but it's like YouTube work, not my 9 to 5 job, which I feel like is a different vibe, because my 9 to 5 it's very much like traditional office setting, like sitting at a desk, sitting at a monitor for 40 hours a week, versus like I do work on the weekends for YouTube, but it's like I get to sit on my couch and turn on TV and then just like edit videos. So it's like I do work on weekends, it just doesn't feel like it doesn't have the same vibe as my 9 to 5. Robert Kelly, let's see. We got NC another night hanging out with Hannah. Yes, I will be cooking, but of course I'm yapping at the moment because I don't know, I just like seeing the comments. Allie, I don't work Sunday, so I can see the guy who likes me that I like back because he's the pastor at my church. Yay, cute. Miguel Hernandez. All right, sorry, just plugging in my phone. Come on, phone. Please work. Okay. So I'm gonna finish my food, and then so I'm actually gonna be making hummus and then vegan lasagna. A lot on deck. Sean, once every 6 weeks I get the weekends off. That's nice. I feel like that's a good, like every month and a half you get, oh wait, hold on, you get the weekends off. Oh my gosh, so okay. Do you work 7 days a week then, normally? Hello, Rowette Collins. Happy Friday to you, if it is Friday. Could be Saturday for you. You might be across the pond somewhere else. All right. Sean has a rotating schedule. Got it. Laura My Tunes, hello. Cosborn, I'm just finishing up some tofu and quinoa. I think I'm caught up. Hello, Sandro Band. Lower My Tunes says hi to Back to the Future. God, I love sriracha so much, guys. Gotta keep it spicy. All right. So, boom. Dinner plate is clean. Got a drink from my spooky, scary skeleton goblet. I put some electrolyte powder in here. I'll show you the electrolytes that I use. So I use Element. I absolutely love this electrolyte. Think of it as like Gatorade, if Gatorade had like, I'm sure they do, but it's like electrolyte packets with, what is it? Sodium, potassium, and magnesium. So I like to drink these especially if I'm gonna go on a long run. And what you do is you just tear these open and then you pour it into like a glass of water, and then you can see this is still a little cloudy because I didn't fully stir it in, which doesn't bother me. But yeah, I just felt like having some electrolyte water, and I really love this brand. All right, Dante Brown, my name is Hannah, hello. Laura, I'm good, no. Callum Grunshaw, Kevin, what is that meal? Okay, it was quinoa and tofu. Sean, I mostly just eat sriracha. Yabba dabba do. Hannah, me time is important as a musician who's always being requested. Callum Grunshaw. Let's see. Antonio, happy Friday to you. Roman said hi. Slow Roller, Brandon Preacher Green, hello. Your favorite game in the poll is Candyland. Yes, I know. Vikings are hosting Eagles on Sunday. Ooh, scary. Oh my God, I love this electrolyte water. Okay. So, let's get some supplies now. So first up, I'm gonna make my pumpkin hummus. I wanted to make more of this because it was so good. I loved it the first time I made it. And I need to use up half of a can of pumpkin puree right here. So I was like, okay, what can I make quickly to not waste this half a can of pumpkin. So I decided to go with this. Dylan Thomas O'Boyle, hello. Sean, so Hannah, are your runs or jogging, do you have your favorite routes you go on, doing laps? I just go long distance, like all over the place. All right. Yeah, sometimes I like to run outside, sometimes I like to go on the treadmill. Cosborn, the weather was gorgeous today here in Minneapolis. Cassidy is here. Happy Friday, Cassidy. How are you? So good to see you here. Okay, so this is a very, very simple hummus recipe. I only run when being chased, says Jonathan. Okay, fair enough. Alrighty, move some stuff. Gotta get my food processor over on this side. Back to the Future says hi to Cassidy. Laura says, I'm interested in pumpkin hummus. Yes, bought 2 cans of pumpkin, perfect. Then you should definitely, use some of your pumpkin puree to make hummus. It's great. Hello, Kin. Cassidy, any fun plans, Cassidy? Anything planned for this weekend? Let's see. I'll struggle to get this on here correctly. How do I do this? There we go. I think. Okay. So that's plugged in. So I need 1 can of garbanzo beans, which I have, ta-da, right here. So got my 2 lovely cans of pumpkin and chickpeas. I need olive oil, I need tahini. Basically all the stuff you would expect to see in hummus. Tahini, so I love Wild Harvest organic tahini. Dylan, the house renovation is nearly done. Hey, especially with cold weather on the horizon. Whole Smix? Oh shoot, did I freeze? No! I think I might have buffered for you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know, this happened, I had technical difficulties on Wednesday. Nobody, hello. All right. Sorry if I buffered for you guys. Lemon juice, garlic powder. Probably some salt too. Yeah. So you guys have seen me. You guys have seen me use this in a million recipes. I have eaten Morton's iodized salt for my entire life. I absolutely love it. And iodine is really important. That reminds me, I actually need to take my vitamin supplement. You guys saw me. I posted a short about this. This was a brand collab. Sorry, this is a little tangent from the recipe. But I collaborated with a brand called Pure TheraPro, and they do a bunch of like vitamin supplements. This one is vitamins A, D, and K. So I like to take just a couple drops in the morning and a couple at night. This is what it looks like. Check out my channel if you didn't see the short video. It was a very quick video. But you can put it in food, you can put it in your drinks. I literally just in the morning when I'm running out the door, I just take the dropper like this. Do you see that? And it's like a serving size for a whole day. I think it says 5. So I just do like a couple in the morning and then like a couple at night. It's like the easiest vitamin you will ever take. Dilla Thomas, I love how Americans say, I like how you guys say vitamins. It's like vitamins. And I'm like, excuse me? What? What? You guys say vitamins? All right. BRP, guys, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna grab some olive oil. Let's see. Salt, garlic. I might actually put a little sriracha in this, now that I think about it. Here. Nobody says not frozen. Oh, okay, maybe it was just my computer was buffering. Cassidy says, watching Ohio State versus Wisconsin tomorrow. Ooh, who do you think is gonna win? Probably Ohio State, right? Finished up my electrolytes. I'm gonna grab some more water. I'm thirsty. Your girl's thirsty. Ooh, Nitin Singh, OMG. Great question. What are your thoughts on Brian Johnson? I think Brian Johnson is super, super fascinating. So for those of you guys who don't know who Brian Johnson is, he's this tech billionaire. He built and sold, I think it was either PayPal or Venmo or both. But basically one of the main electronic payment systems, he built it and sold it. So he's this tech billionaire doing all this, he has all the time in the world, all the money in the world. So, yeah, he has this company called Blueprint where he sells a lot of health supplements, but he's trying to not die. He wears shirts that just say don't die because he's all about longevity and being healthy for forever, basically. I just think it's super interesting. Nitin Singh, I watched his documentary on Netflix, and I also think it's interesting that a tech billionaire who is trying to live forever is eating a vegan diet. So he eats strictly vegan, gluten-free, no added sugars, no fried foods. It's very, everything he does, every calorie that he ingests serves the purpose of
like living forever and like just being optimally healthy. So he's vegan. So I take with that what you will. The tech billionaire who is trying to live forever follows a vegan diet. And his diet is based on all the research, all of his blood work, all of his like neuro brain scans, all of his muscle, like they measure everything in his body. So he's decided to land on a vegan diet to live forever. We'll see how it goes. Laura My Tunes, nope, I do not have those items or a food processor. Still sounds yummy. Dilla Thomas hopes the home renos will be done by the end of the month. Kirby says Morton salt is goated. Hi, Kuiper. Nope, definitely no garlic for me on low FODMAP, says Laura. Do you take any specific magnesium supplements or just the kind in your electrolyte powder? I just take a multivitamin every day to cover my bases, and then magnesium, any ions and electrolytes are great as a runner. Like if I'm gonna be sweating a lot and losing salt, I wanna make a point of drinking electrolytes, but I don't take specific like magnesium supplements. Cassidy, Kuiper, Heinrich, Lottie, let's see, Blue, hi Blue, Cassie saying hi to Kirby. Hannah likes the weird, smart, rich guys. Not necessarily. I very much appreciate intelligence, ambition. I mean, it's like, you don't have to be mega wealthy, but I appreciate the hustle and willing to just pursue a vision and be entrepreneurial rather than just, you know, giving up on your dreams. All right. Let's see. Kuiper is asking, who is your favorite influencer? Probably Gordon Ramsay and Martha Stewart. 44 Carbine. Nitin, yes, I'm vegan, correct. Debbie McBride is from Scotland. Hi, Debbie. Good morning to you. It's early morning over there. Rich with all the member emojis. Cosborn, not feeling like vegan pizza. Tip Top Health, hello. I had a great Friday. It was pretty chill at work. Fridays tend to be really quiet. Yeah, it was a good day, and then I came home and I took a good, like, 2-hour nap, you guys. I was so tired today. Cassie says, yay, Rich is here. Yes. Kuiper, what do you use to slick your hair back? It's just, I use styling cream for my hair. Beaver Sticks, hello. How are you, Beaver Sticks? Tomcat, ooh, good question. If I could have dinner with anyone in the world, who would it be? And does it have to be someone who's alive, or could it be anybody from history? I guess I could do this 2 ways. Anybody, whoever walked planet Earth, and then someone who's still alive. I think I would have dinner with either, like, any of the living US presidents. So that would be Donald Trump, Obama, George W., he's still alive. Bill Clinton is still alive. Yeah, I mean, it'd be sweet to have dinner with all of them, but literally if I could just pick a name out of the hat, I would just love to ask any living US president, like, how on earth did you do your job? Because I cannot imagine anything more stressful than that. So I would love to have dinner with any or all of the the living US presidents currently, like any one of them who's still alive. Martha Stewart, Gordon Ramsay, Cristiano Ronaldo, David Goggins. Yeah, those are the ones that come to mind. Nitin, no, No animal products whatsoever. Nope. We are at a bar on University watching the Gophers, says Egg Shen. Yes, very cool. Kaylin, I take more car naps, never nap at home. Okay. Cassidy says, go Mariners, though. Seattle deserves a World Series ring. They've never had one. Okay, I'm clueless when it comes to baseball. Yabba dabba doo. Okay, what are you watching on TV? I am watching Poldark, which is like, I would say like kind of British. Well, yeah, I think it's British TV. It's on Netflix. NK, D Johnny. Okay, let's get a move on with the hummus. So, all right. So I'm gonna drain this can of chickpeas, garbanzo beans. They're the same thing. Oops. Piper, where do you get your jewelry too? My mom gave me these pumpkin earrings as a gift for my birthday last month, so I don't know where she got these. Okay. Can opener. Let's go. Remove some stuff. Great answer. What is your biggest fear? Could you ever face it? Ooh, greatest fear. I'm trying to think like what I'm afraid of. I mean, I'm afraid of like different critters like bugs and scary lizards and snakes. But I feel like my biggest fears have to do more with intangible stuff. Like never doing this thing, never getting to this place. I don't know. That's tough. Not sure. Kanisha, Spencer, I'm doing good. I'm making some pumpkin hummus. Ooh. So I'm first draining a can of chickpeas / garbanzo beans. Yeah, get my strainers here. Silver Star, hello. Oh. Alright, come on, can. Alright, Ivan Lopez, Justin. Hello, you guys. Cassie says, isn't this the best time of year ever? We've been dreaming about this time of year, all summer. Yes. It's absolutely stunning right now, Cassidy. All right, so rinsing off the chickpeas. Spencer Montgomery, it's 2 weeks to Halloween. I think I'm ready for it. I've been in the Halloween spirit since Labor Day weekend, beginning of September, so yeah, I'm ready for it. Silver Star, Kanisha, it's currently 8:51 p.m. where I am here in Minneapolis, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tomcat, I'm thinking so small. Turkey earrings for Thanksgiving. What do you think? Maybe. I don't have any, so that'd be a cool addition. All right, so I'm gonna just pat these chickpeas dry. Ta-da! Kirby says, for $500,000, would you sit in a room for 5 minutes full of non-venomous and non-poisonous? Yeah, I think for that much money, especially if it's non-venomous buggies and critters, yes, I would do it. If it was actually like dangerous snakes and bugs, the venom could kill me, no way, wouldn't do it. But yes, Kirby, I would do that challenge. Natine, I don't watch UFC. All right, so got my rinsed off chickpeas. Gonna get them in here. All right, then let's do 1/2 cup of olive oil. Or wait, no, I have to cut everything in half. So 1/4 cup. I'm just doing a half batch of this recipe. NC says count me in. Kirby, yes, Joe, I do know that U of M is playing right now. All right, in goes the olive oil. Beautiful. Tahini next. Let me grab a plate for this. All right, so tahini and also, yeah, pumpkin is in here. My favorite cookbook is probably the Run Fast, Eat Slow cookbook, written by a couple of very elite distance runners. It's like their favorite recipes as athletes. All right, so now I'm just spooning out some tahini. Sandro, Kirby. Back to the Future says I would do that challenge too, to Kirby. All right. All right. So here is the lovely tahini going in here. And for those of you who don't know, tahini is just sesame seed paste, very popular in Mediterranean dishes. Cassie says, double tap everybody, it's free and you'll have done something nice today. Thank you, Cassidy. All right, so there's the tahini. Let's get it all out of here. All right. Alrighty, put the tahini away. What's your favorite chef? Gordon Ramsay. For 1K, you could have a one-on-one cooking tutorial. Would you pay it? Oh yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, 1K is not a lot of money to have access to a great chef. All right, let's do the pumpkin next. Get this pumpkin puree out of here. I hope it's still good. It's a few days old, but should be fine. Coffee is here. Hello, Coffee. Kuiper, thank you for the super chat. Lovely. Blue butterfly. Love it. Coffee, you changed your... I know, Kirby, that was throwing me off too. I was like, is this the same coffee that we all know and love? And it is, but I was like, wait, the color changed. So you are spot on with that. I was thinking the same thing. Coffee is the best, says Cassidy. Yes. All right, so let's get this pumpkin puree out of here. Try and get it all in the food processor and not on my countertop. Cassidy, Kanisha, making hummus. Hummus with pumpkin, because 'tis the season for pumpkin recipes, guys. Okay. Definitely does look like baby food, but it's delicious. And it's good for you too. XX Dubs, hello. DG, whipping up a storm, happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday to you as well. Hope you're well. Any fun plans for the weekend? Sir Johnny, bravo. Is this a recipe from the magazine? Yes, indeed. I loved it so much the first time that I decided to make it again. I also had half a can of pumpkin puree that I wanted to use before it went bad. It was just sitting in my fridge all week. And I was like, what could I, what's an easy, quick recipe that I can use, that I can put this pumpkin puree into? And then I was like, oh, I made that pumpkin hummus that one time. It was probably like, I think it was sometime last month. I don't know, I don't remember exactly like when it was. All right, so I think I got pretty much all of that out of there. Great. And then I'm gonna do like 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Stephen Mitchell, thank you so much. The peekaboo short was so awesome. Thank you, Cassidy. So cute. That squirrely was so cute. I was like, he was just hanging out there on the tree. I had to film that squirrel. I was like, okay, this is perfect for my members. All right, so this is now the lemon. I'll do like maybe 2.5. There we go. And that has me really wanting some lemon water, guys. So I'm just gonna create a little lemon water right here in my skeleton goblet. Kirby says he saw a red fox squirrel today in the city. Lucky you. Sounds adorable. All right. Scrape stuff off. Doop. And for those of you wondering, so this is the magazine of all the pumpkin recipes. There's so many I want to do. I'm going to extend this into November because I haven't done as many as I thought I would. But this is the hummus recipe I'm following right here. This pumpkin hummus. Let's see. Coffee says hi to Sir Johnny of Bravo. Todd Long, thank you so much. So, I just like to, if I can get, the most out of my containers, I just put the lemon juice in the pumpkin puree container and I just try to get as much of it as I could. All right, so here we go. What else? I did the olive oil already. So now I just need maybe just like a sprinkle of garlic powder specifically. DJ David said hi. Cassie with the tofu emojis. Lemon water with gin. Nope, just lemon water. Straight up. I've decided, honestly, alcohol is so bad for you. It causes cancer. It's a carcinogen. And I'm like, you know, I think the only times I can really see myself drinking alcohol from now on is like weddings, like when you're toasting the bride and groom, and New Year's Eve. I don't know. The more you read about alcohol and how terrible it is for the human body and all of the horrible health things that it contributes to, I'm just like, why? Like, no one needs to drink this stuff. So, yeah, I'm very much just like, I'm okay with like, I feel like there's some like middle ground foods. Like if you have like, say you eat like a cookie and it's made with like ground up oat flour. Like sure, it's processed, but when something is straight up a carcinogen, like it straight up causes cancer, I'm just like, why? Like why would you even consume something where it's been shown to cause cancer? So yeah, I'm kind of like, it's not really worth it anymore, drinking alcohol. Rob Faye, hello! Oh my gosh, humans again, good to see you. How have you been? I'm just about done with this. I'm trying to think. Chickpeas, pumpkin, olive oil, tahini, lemon juice, just a little bit of sriracha, and salt. Okay, last thing. Here we go. Coffee. Rich with the Chelsea and Arsenal emojis. Yeah, Chelsea plays at, it's gonna be 6:30 a.m. my time tomorrow. Ain't no way I'm watching that live. No way. Okay, so that should be everything for the hummus, I think. So let's cover this and blend up. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love this hummus so much. All right, let's see. Oh my God. Look at that beautiful hummus. Oh my gosh. Just gonna do a little scrape down real quick. Got a little pumpkin puree and sriracha hanging out on the top. All right, the Game Boy, hello. Kirby says, rich young grasshopper. Oh, I wanted to write down that Kuiper gave a super chat. Blue butterfly. Super. Okay. Sir Johnny of Bravo, alcohol. Ooh, alcohol-free alcohol. At that point, just drink water. Rob Faye, beautiful weather in Arizona. Coffee. Cassie says alcohol is bad. I only drink when Ohio State wins the national championship. That's the thing. Yes, I feel like I'm at the point now where I can like justify drinking a glass of an alcoholic beverage on a very special occasion, but knowing how bad it is chemically, it's like the effect of alcohol in the body is so bad that I'm like, there has to be a very, very, very rare occasion slash like special reason why I'm drinking this. Coffee Milan. Michael Schultz, hello. I had a good Friday and I'm very ready for a chill weekend. Jacely Mendez. Hello, hello. Okay. So the hummus is done. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. I want to eat a little bit of this now. I'm going to put like a little bit of quinoa on a plate. I was just eating quinoa, but whatever. I can eat more of it. Not a problem. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna just try and put some stuff away though first. I hate when you're trying to eat and then you're like way overcrowded on your countertop. Keep that over here. All right, so spoon. So I've got some quinoa in this saucepan that I made. I think it was just last night I made this. I don't have chips or anything, so this is gonna be my starch of choice. I'm just gonna scoop out a little bit of quinoa here. I already had dinner tonight, so I don't need a huge plate. You guys saw me eating earlier. Also, I gotta close this poll question because I've been on here for an hour now. Richard Lassen, hello. How are you? Great. Put this back. Okay. I'll heat up this quinoa for like 30 minutes or 30 seconds, probably. Mr. Handsome, hello. Jace Lee. Drone plays. All right, I'm gonna close the poll question and let you guys know what my favorite board game was as a kid. All right, Drone plays. Okay, here we go. 46% guessed Monopoly. It was not Monopoly. I didn't like Monopoly as a kid. 24% guessed Candyland. That was a very close second favorite of mine. The correct answer is Sorry. I really, really loved the game Sorry. So yes, that is what 20% of you got correct. Jason Payne, hello. El Telton, go to university, get a degree, look at online courses. All right, time to eat some of this amazing pumpkin hummus. Drone Play says, I love that game. Nice. All right, so just a simple plate of quinoa here that I heated up in my microwave. And let's grab some of this beautiful hummus. Oh my God, the color is so pretty. Just throw it right on the top. Boop. Love it. I'm not gonna put more sriracha on here because, well, one, I already ate sriracha tonight for dinner, and also there's sriracha in this hummus. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Sandro, Andrew, Lebedev, Gen X is here. Cassie says, how excited are y'all for Hannah's holiday season lives coming up? Yes, those are coming. I can't wait. Paolo, I actually taught English for a year, so I have been an English teacher, but that's not my current job. Rach, are you sure you liked Candyland? I did. but I was a bad sport. Sandro, Gen X, Coffee, Sir Johnny Bravo. We don't have the game Sorry in the UK, but we do have I Beg Your Pardon, LOL. Sandro, Coffee, says TT the cat, so sweet. Oh my god, I'm so like thirsty all of a sudden. Ooh. All right, hummus is done. Thanks to this lovely pumpkin recipe magazine. I'm gonna eat a little bit of it now. Yes, Cassidy. Every day, and probably it'll be night, but every day of December I will be going live on YouTube. I'm so pumped. And see, of course, Hannah has that competitiveness in her. Only makes sense. Yeah, I'm competitive with myself now, but man, I was like so competitive as a kid. It was a bit much. Bye, Sandro. Hello, Larry Griffiths. Hello, hello. This is so good, you guys. I love this pumpkin hummus. All right, I gotta store the rest of this hummus, so I'm gonna grab a container. Let's see. Just running around looking for stuff, guys. Okay. Oh my god, this hummus is like addicting. Claudine said hi. Back to the Future, 32 more likes. Nice. MoltoTube, good to see you again. Happy Friday. Any fun plans for the weekend at all? Mine is just to chill, get caught up on sleep, read some books. What am I doing? Oh, I was so stupid. I did not mean to put this hummus in here. Shoot. All right. Multitasking fail. What I meant to do, dang it, I need to put the hummus in here. Because these are cashews I'm going to use for the lasagna. So, now we're getting it out. Coffee, MoltoTube started the Gacy show on Peacock. What are you thinking so far? Also, oh, John Wayne Gacy, that's right. I was thinking Ed Gein, but that's Netflix. All right. All right, looks good enough to me. Multitube, it's not bad so far. I'm only on episode 3. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch that one. I just, yeah, the true crime stuff has never been my thing. But I would say the Ed Gein show on Netflix, that one, it fascinated me because I just had absolutely zero, well, one, I hadn't even heard of him. And 2, as someone who loves the horror genre, I had no clue how much Ed Gein's life story impacted the horror genre and like all these different movies and like figures like that are like based on, like they're tied to him. So that, I was like, whoa, how have I never connected, like I just didn't know about Ed Gein. I knew about all these horror movies and franchises, but yeah. So I feel like more knowledgeable in the horror genre now that I've watched, not all of it, but probably half of the Ed Gein show. Daryl Johnson, thank you so much. So here is the pumpkin hummus. I'm gonna store this in my fridge. All right, so now, do I have the tofu I need? I hope I do. Yes. All right, so I am realizing I am not gonna be able to make the entire lasagna tonight because it's already 9:20 p.m., but I can definitely make the tofu ricotta cheese that goes into the vegan lasagna. Multitube, Daryl Johnson, Yoshi. I'm gonna be making some tofu ricotta cheese. Daryl Johnson, thank you for the like. Andrew, what about Ed Kemper? Don't know who that is. Not a clue. Doesn't ring any bells. Hello, AB. I'm gonna be making some tofu cheese. Yes, Cassidy, it's gonna be such a wonderful holiday season. I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself, but I'm very excited for Halloween in 2 weeks, but already my mind is starting to shift to Christmas time. I'm very excited for it. Anthony says that's crazy. Andrew says he was another serial killer who was well known. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's the worst thing to be like. I'm not into the true crime stuff. I don't really want to know all the grisly details about these people. Seriously, super messed up people. So, yeah, don't know every serial killer, and that's fine by me. Multitube, I was asking before, had you seen Great British Baking Show? I don't think I've seen the masterclass version of that. Jessma is here. Andrew says, oh, okay, I will not mention it again. I mean, I don't mind knowing about these people. Like, I think just, for me, it's like, it doesn't appeal to me, like, consuming that genre of content. Kirby, right? I mean, there's some names that are so big that you can't miss them. Like, Jeffrey Dahmer, or, Charles Manson. Was his name Charles? I think it was Charles Manson. But it's like you start to get the idea. It's like these are just very deranged, messed up people. And I don't really need to know much more about them. I feel that way personally. NC says, no, they're serial killers. I love that. All right. You guys, I could eat that pumpkin hummus straight out of the bowl. It's so freaking good. Oh my gosh. All right. I also feel like I should give you guys another quick trivia question. A-Start, hello. Good to see you. Rajmo. LOL cereal. Okay. So let's I gotta pull up the recipe on the website. Ooh. Thank you, Rajmo from Senegal. Okay, what was I gonna look up? Nora Cooks. Nora Cooks vegan lasagna. She is my go-to vegan lasagna person. All right, so I need one, what is it? 1 cup of raw cashews. These aren't necessarily raw, but they're like toasted. So I'm gonna go with them. So good. Molto Tube, LOL cereal, A-Start. I think I'm all caught up. Alright. So I'm just gathering 1 cup of cashews. Let's see, SJD, I'll stick with that. SJD, hello. So many cashews. Whew. Okay, that's looking like a good amount. All right. Yes, tips. Cashews are so good. I absolutely love them. I don't know why this plate was out. So let's bring the food processor back here, front and center. And it doesn't bother me that there's still residue from the pumpkin hummus, because that'll just like incorporate into the tofu ricotta that I'm making right now. All right, cashews in. Let's blend them, if I can find the cover. Coffee is back. Dom Sanson from Fiji. All right. All right, sweet. They're a little stickier than they otherwise would be because I put them in here after I made the hummus, but that should be fine. Maybe give it one more pulse. Looks great. Fred Marines is here. Good to see you. I am LU. I am Lou. Cassie says, what is your favorite day to go live? Honestly, Cassidy, I think Mondays are my favorite. Yes. Tired and just want to see my friends. I feel like what I love about Mondays is, you know, in most cases, like, people were back at work on Monday after the weekend, and it's a nice kind of like, all right, guys, how is our week starting off? How was work today? We're done with Monday. Like, let's see how our weeks have started off. So I love the vibe of Monday night lives. Those are my favorite. Neil Haddon. I'm making tofu ricotta cheese. It's a vegan ricotta cheese recipe. I'm also eating just some mixed nuts that I picked up at the store. Heifer said hi. Hello. All right, so, you guys have seen me do this before. I'm gonna transfer like half of this over. I have to do this ricotta tofu cheese in 2 batches because my food processor isn't quite big enough to do it all at once in 1 batch. So I gotta do 2, which is fine. So let's just migrate half of this over into this bowl. Oops, shoot. All right, that looks like about half or so. Rich says, Halloween is on a Friday, even spookier. I know, I love that it's on a Friday this year. Put this back down. Okay. Try and salvage whatever I spilled. Multitube cashews are kind of weird nut the way they grow. I know, I have to say the way they look in nature, I was shocked. The first time I looked up cashews, I was like, what? That's how they grow? But I like the way they taste and they're good for you, so can't complain. So good, you guys. Yum. Let's see. Easy growers. Multitube, have you decided on your Halloween costume? Well, for sure I have the black cat costume. I don't know what else I'm gonna be. I still have to think about this. Slash if I want to do anything other than a black cat. Because honestly, I don't mind the black cat. It's very, I don't know, simple. Ooh, honey roasted peanuts. Yum. I know honey isn't technically vegan, but every so often I'll have like a honey something, like a honey roasted peanuts, and they're so tasty, Kirby. All right, let's get half of this tofu block in here. I'll show you the tofu that I use. Ta-da! Min tofu. This is my lovely state, home state of Minnesota. Minneapolis is basically right where the star is located. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm based in the great state of Minnesota. Best state in the USA. Honey roasted cashews. Tips is asking, do you use webcam phone? I'm doing this live stream on my phone, so you're looking at me through my phone camera. All right. Tofu block, let's go. Toby, thank you. I'm glad you like the channel. Glad to hear it. All right, so here's the big old block of tofu. I am gonna use half of this because I'm doing this tofu ricotta in 2 batches. I'll do it this way. Just kind of hack off some pieces, get them in there. All right, there's the firm tofu. Correct, no fried chicken for me. All right, what else do I gotta throw in here? Cashews. All right, nutritional yeast. Look at this big old bag I have of Bragg's nutritional yeast. So I'm gonna need 1/2 cup of this total. Let's see if I can keep this all in here and not make a mess. Okay. So here's that. All right. Cosborn, I'm making tofu ricotta cheese. Lemon juice. Hello, Landia Jones. Thank you. So I'll put about 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice in here. And then there's like salt, oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of basil, oregano. Okay. Got my basil and oregano right here. Oh, sorry. Right as I stepped away, there was a super chat. Sorry. 1 second. That was you, JB. How are you? Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been a while. Long time no see. How have you been lately, JB? Thanks so much for the super chat. Gotta write you down. JB super chat. Oops. You're welcome, says JB. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Osborne, what was the trivia answer? You got it right. It was sorry. Nice. Okay. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas. Cassidy says 11K and growing. It's been such a fun year. I know. Cassidy, like, okay. I was saying this earlier. I've already been thinking ahead to like the Christmas season, the holiday season. I've also been thinking ahead to what my goals are for 2026, because my goal, like the thing is, a year ago at this time, I had right around 1,000 subs. So I've been thinking to myself, okay, if I went from 1,000 to 11,000 in 1 year, I'm like, okay, I grew by a scale of about 10. So I'm thinking like 2026, why not just aim for 100K subs, silver play button? But I've already been thinking about, okay, what are my goals for 2026? Like, what do I want to achieve? I'm gonna just write them out, cross them off when I hit them. Radar said hi. Don't forget to like the stream. Yes. Radar says, nice history. Bishop Bullwinkle, how was your day? It was a chill day, honestly. Really quiet at work. Fridays are pretty quiet, which is nice. Yeah. And then I came home. I was pretty tired from this week. So I got home. It was a little after 5, and I laid down. And initially, I was planning to just lie down for like 20 minutes. And then I was like, oh, no. I need more time than this. So I ended up sleeping until like from a little, like maybe 5:15 to like 7:15. So I got a great couple hours of sleep after work because I was very behind. All right, so we got oregano, good old oregano. Next up, we'll do basil. Oops. All the great Italian spices. Radar says very positive. That is the way I try to live every day to the best that I can. It's like, just stay positive, choose to have a positive attitude, look on the bright side of things, even if stuff doesn't go well or the way you wanted it to. I took a nap late afternoon too. Nice, Molto tube. Oh, honestly, I find naps so satisfying because it's what I've learned as I've gotten older is whenever I'm running a deficit of sleep, I really need to make it back up. Like I don't fully feel back to like fully rested state until I've made up sleep that I lost. I could get away with it when I was a teenager and when I was in college, but in my 30s, if I have missed like a total of 3 to 4 hours, say, in a work week, Monday to Friday, like all the early wake ups meant that I missed out on like 4 hours of sleep that I really needed to get. I feel like I don't get back to 100% until I've napped or slept in and made up for all of those hours that I didn't get. Okay. Salt. Morton salt again. Oh no. Oh well. Salt is going in here, guys. About a half teaspoon. So this is gonna sit in my fridge overnight. This tofu cheese that I'm making. And then what else? Just a little bit of garlic powder. All my favorite herbs and spices are on full display tonight. So I'm not even gonna measure this. I'm gonna eyeball it. Okay. Grab my lid here. There's a bit of stuff on the top, so I'm just gonna try and scrape that off. Or try to. Alright. Okay. And something that sometimes I have to do with this is just add a little bit of water because it's a little too dry and sticky. And another thing I'll do sometimes is just scrape down the sides to help it along. Oh my gosh, Down a Dark Alley, hello. Derek, thank you for the flower. Can you leave a comment just so I can grab your channel handle and shout you out after this live stream? Derek with a flower. I appreciate you, Derek. Of course, I touched my laptop mouse pad and got some like hummus on it. Sorry. One sec, guys. Struggles. Derek, you should leave a comment. Leave a comment in the chat if you're still here. Because for some odd reason, I can't click on your name in that message where it says you sent a flower and actually grab your handle. Cassie says, I'm going to start decorating on Black Friday. Yes, that for me, Black Friday is the kickoff to the Christmas season. Because I go out shopping on Black Friday. It's so fun. And yes, like NC said, keep up your tree until April. Because why not, honestly? Like, it's so pretty just to look at. Alright, okay, batch number 1, looking good. So, let's get it out of here. Back to the Future. YouTube has been very generous to me this year. I received over 220 free gift memberships. Excellent. Memberships have been such a highlight of 2025, you guys. Absolutely incredible. It's crazy to think a year ago right now, I did not have channel memberships. I was not monetized yet. I became monetized on YouTube in December of last year. Very, very end of 2024. Yeah, it's crazy how much can happen in just a year. And I have to remind myself of that, because whenever I hit plateaus, whenever things have felt more stagnant on my channel, it's like, all right, just back up and remember, you have not even been monetized for a whole year. This is my first year where YouTube is actually a job, where I'm making income for the time that I'm putting in, which is really satisfying after being on YouTube for 5 years. So it makes me excited to think like what'll next year look like, and the year after that. Because it's like, it seems reasonable to say like things will continue to grow on my channel if I continue with the same posting schedule and live streams and all that. So I'm very, very happy with the growth that has happened in 2025. It has been honestly, like, it hasn't been the easiest year. I hesitate to say like if I have favorite years. I can think of years where everything was just, it felt like it was like win after win after win. Like it was just so many like highs and so many successes and very, very few, if any, like struggles at all. This year has had struggles for sure, but it's also had like major wins. So I'm like overall very pleased with 2025. All right. JB for another super chat. Yay! Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you so much. Superman Love, hello, I'm making tofu, ricotta cheese. And C says you're a professional mod, Back to the Future. Thank you again, JB. I'm so bummed I didn't see, I don't think Derek left a comment, but Derek gave me a flower gift a little bit earlier in the chat. Rare breed, do you ever think of having kids? Yes, I do lean on the yes side for having kids. Currently, I have no interest in having kids right now or in the next like 1 to 3 years, to be honest. Doesn't interest me. Wouldn't have the time, wouldn't enjoy it. But I would say like in the next 5 to 10. Cassidy says, it's been so exciting watching Hannah grow, ups and downs, but always tries her best. Yep, that's life. Life is never gonna be all sunshine and daisies and unicorns. So life goes like this, but it's been really fun, Cassidy. It's been, I love YouTube so much. YouTube is the best. All right, what do I need to do? Batch number 2, that's what I need to do. I feel like I need to scrape more out of here. Gosh darn it. I try to be so tidy and it just, there's always stuff that gets everywhere. So funny. So I decided to turn on this show called Poldark, And it's this, so the premise of it is this guy, he's a British guy who had gone over to fight in the American Civil War. And then he like returns to England. You guys are gonna laugh, but like the first thing I thought of when I saw the premise of the show, it's like he's returning home. Didn't go the way they wanted to, and I'm like, losers. Didn't go well for you, Brits. Go get it, hello. Rich, I haven't had a Christmas tree up since I was a teen. What? Rich, no. Is it just do you not really enjoy having Christmas trees up? Corey Garnett, go get it. JB, gotta go have an awesome evening. Thank you so much, JB, for the super chats. I'll be sure to shout you out. I have made a habit of posting shout outs after my live streams, so I will tag you in that post. So good to see you, JB, and yeah, glad to hear you're doing well. Corey Garnett, Hannah is making Minnesota great again. I like to think we were always great, but hey, like if we can make Minnesota even greater, let's go. I love it here so much. Joey Doe, NC said, yep. Yeah, NC, that is so true. I think about this a lot. I have a lot of like conversations with, so like I'm a millennial, I'm 1993. Pretty much all my friends are millennials who I went to school with, like high school, college, and grad school. And of all my friends, of all of us, only, like these are, of all my friends from high school, college, and grad school, and study abroad, one has a child. The rest of us don't have kids. And the thing is, it's like we all are like, oh my God, we love kids. We love kids. They're great. Like, it'd be great to have a family. But I mean, all of us are also like, yeah, it's hella expensive to just survive. And it's like, we have good jobs, we have careers, we have, you know, we have great lives, we have supportive families, but it's just like, it is so financially expensive to have children these days. And what's crazy is, so the birth rates are plummeting in like, I would say most Western countries. Like the birth rate is just declining for multiple reasons. People are choosing not to have kids because they don't want to, you know, it's not as, people aren't as pressured anymore to have kids. People are worried about climate change. It's like, do I really want to bring a child into the world when the climate outlook is bad? And then also cost of living is just crazy. And it's wild, like, you know, it's getting serious when the government is paying bonuses to couples to like try to get them to have babies. Cause they're like, uh-oh, the birth rate is declining. We gotta give these people some kind of incentive to have babies. So they're called baby bonuses, and the government will pay couples, I don't know what the amount of money is, but it's a certain amount of money to basically like give them, or like, it's like, if you have a baby, we'll give you a check like for this amount of money. And what's funny is that in some countries where they've tried this, I think it was either South Korea or Japan where they tried this baby bonus, and it did not help at all. Like people still were like, no, we're not gonna have kids. So yeah, there's a bunch of reasons. The thing is, it's like, I'm not anti-kids. The part of like, there's like a group of people who are just like anti-kids, it's terrible, it's oppression of women, blah, and I'm like, okay, I'm not part of that whole side of things, like the anti-natalist side. I do really like kids, and I think it's very meaningful to have kids, but it's just the current state of how crazy expensive it is to live in this country. Like, look no further than the homeless crisis in this country. And what a lot of people like to say is like, oh, you'll figure it out, just have kids and you'll figure it out. And I'm like, that is a terrible way to go about having children. And I also like to say, if everybody just figured it out when they had kids, we wouldn't have millions and millions of kids putting up for foster care and adoption every year in this country. So clearly, not everybody figures it out because they end up giving up their kids for adoption and foster care. It's like, I consider having a child the single biggest decision a person can make in their life. Like, whether you are going to create another human being and bring them into this world, it's a huge decision. So it's like, yeah, I'm like, I would love to have kids. And I do picture myself having kids in the future. But my current life right now, I would not be a good parent. I don't quite feel like I have, like, you know, I want to be very financially prepared to have a child. I never want to be, as much as I can control it, I never ever want to be a struggling parent. I want to be able to give my kids everything, not spoil them, but it's like, if they want to play a sport, put them in the sport. If they want to play 5 instruments, give them all the music lessons. If they want to do a summer camp in Florida, let's go to Florida. Like, I want to have the resources to, like, have a 10 out of 10, to give them a 10 out of 10 childhood experience. And I look at the cost of, like, daycare, diapers, baby food, baby formula, school expenses, healthcare, because kids need a lot of vaccines, kids need a lot of checkups, kids need a lot of just medical things in their first few years. And I'm like, oh boy, crazy expensive. Cassidy says, go watch Hannah's Valentine's cupcake video. Yes. Let's see, I know I was yapping a lot, so I missed a lot of comments. That was NC's comment about millennials and Gen Z aren't having kids. That really got me rolling. It's something I think about every day, actually. Rich no tree. I know, right? Well, Rich, you need to explain to us. Live alone, there's no point really. Corey Garnett, don't be modest, you're the main attraction. Moltotube says, not in this world / this economy, no kids. Respectfully, oh, it's about that time. I'm willing to plant the seed. Cassidy Johnson, go watch Hannah's video. Thought that one. Let's see. Still Me says, OMG. Gordon, hi. Kevin says, anyone can have kids, but to raise them is a different story. Yes, Kevin. This is so true. Like, it's so true. Anyone can, like, a couple. Anyone can, like, get pregnant and have a child. So it's like, but once the child is here in the world, parenting that kid, taking care of it, feeding it, bathing it, putting it to sleep, teaching it manners, making sure it gets to school and daycare, like, all of the caretaking, that is, like, a whole different beast. So, and it's not easy. So, yeah. I love the comment you made. Kids deserve stability, 100%. Yes. Ramiro said hi. Donna Dark Alley, yep, the biggest decision you will make. NC says, I agree. I think there's no greater responsibility than raising a child. Yep, exactly. Matthias, hello, Persian boy. Amen, hello. Yes, I know. It's such an interesting thing to think about, because, yeah, I think what's so like crazy to think about, not having, like, I've never had my own kids before, but I've had many conversations with people who are parents, and they're like, yep, not a day goes by that I'm not thinking about my children and worrying for their safety. And I think about, like, oh my gosh, like, your life will never be the same once you become a parent, because you are always gonna be thinking about, like, even when the kid is, like, grown and, like, a legal adult and somewhere else, like, you're always gonna be thinking, like, are they okay? Like, do they need help? You know, I haven't heard from them in a few days, or maybe a week or so. Like, I think that's what's so scary, because it's like my whole life I've just had to manage my own survival. Like, do I have enough groceries? Am I getting enough sleep? Am I getting to my job on time? Am I getting to my medical checkups and my dentist appointments? But then you have a kid and it's like, now not only do you have to manage yourself, but you have to make sure all these things are taken care of for another human being. Or, you know, if you have multiple kids, say you have like 3 or 4, it's like, you got to make sure they're all fed. I think about, like, say you have multiple kids and one might be doing great in school, but then the other one is like failing their classes, or they're having fights at school, or they're really struggling to find a job. And it's like, man, oh, the grind. I feel like the toughest part of being a parent would be like watching your kids struggle in anything. Struggling in school, struggling with friends, relationships, struggling to live a good life, hold down a job, just survive in the world. Ooh, the constant worry, I think that's a really, because I feel like at this point in my life, and pretty much always, I've had a very chill mindset where it's like, yeah, like I've got my stuff together, I'm organized, I take care of myself. I'm like, you know, it's like a pretty pleasant, peaceful, chill existence. But then I think about when you have kids and then there's like serious issues coming up with your child. And it's like, man, oh, yeah. Part of me is like, oh, giving up like the peace and the zen would be so, oh, I think I would mourn that loss a lot. Let's see, Matthias, Ergo Video Oasis. We made it to 100 likes. John, I'm making, what is this? Tofu ricotta cheese. Excuse me. All right. Amen. Yes, lasagna. I will not have time tonight to make the whole batch of lasagna, but I'm getting the tofu ricotta prepped. I'm thinking maybe I can do the lasagna on Sunday night when I do my live stream. All right. I'm so thirsty all of a sudden. I don't know why. I'm gonna quickly filter up some more water. Actually, you know what? I've got a water bottle here. Screw it. I like to take a water bottle to work. Raynard, hello, hair metal, thank you. A lot of lemon juice. Yes, there is a lot of lemon juice in this one. That's weird. I drank so much water today, but I'm still so thirsty. I don't know why. Whew. Okay, back to it. Let's do all the seasonings. Yes, Multotube. I got this for $5. This is my skull hand drinking glass. $5 at Target. Check it out. I'll try and keep it here so you guys can see it, maybe. James Robinson, hello. Okay. So we've got basil. We've got oregano. Yeah, John. I don't know why, but I'm feeling very thirsty. All right, here's the oregano. Lovely. Next up is salt, which is here. 60 Tyson, hello. Good to see you. Amen, loving your nails. Thank you. You guys, some people have said like, I love your French tips. I love your nails. These are my natural nails. I have a YouTube video. It's my 10-minute nail routine. I just use a clear nail strengthening polish and I keep my nails polished at all times because I'm pretty much every day in my kitchen cooking, baking, or like washing dishes. And if I didn't have something on my nails, they would be so bent out of shape. So I appreciate it. And it's a very simple nail routine. Just probably like once a week, I will put a new coat on. Andrew Sabini, yay! Hello, just saying hello, heading to Nottingham in the morning. Wow, oh my gosh, how cool. I will not be watching that game live, Andrew, because it's at 6:30 a.m. local time, and I'm not trying to get up that early tomorrow. I need to catch up on some sleep. So I hope you enjoy though. Andrew, I have to say, you are living one of the, like, it's like a lifestyle that I look forward to, where I can be over in the UK during the Premier League season and just bop around to the different cities that are represented in the Premier League and watch the games. Yeah, that just sounds like the most amazing lifestyle. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope they win tomorrow. Safe travels. Kirby says, is that why my nails are so fragile? LOL, could be. Michael, thank you. Andrew Sabini will win for you, so don't worry. I sure hope so. That would be great. Okay, let's add some water. All right, I think I just need to add some garlic powder as my last little bit in here. Simply cooking, great question. I'll show you in just a second what I eat for breakfast. All right, just a little bit of garlic powder. Okay, so before I pulse this up, I'll grab my breakfast cereal that I love so much. All right, so this is my favorite way to start the day. It's Catalina Crunch protein cereal, 11 grams of protein, great source of fiber, 0 grams of sugar, lots of varieties. I've been eating a lot of this cinnamon toast and putting pumpkin spice into it as well, just because it's seasonal. So what I love about this is it has like a sweet flavor, but it doesn't have all the sugar that you get in traditional breakfast cereals like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Puffs, Reese's Puffs, etc. And it's sweetened with monk fruit, stevia, I think those are the two. And then it's made with pea protein flour, chicory root, cinnamon, sea salt, and it was like Catalina Crunch was made by a type 1 diabetic. So it was someone who wanted to enjoy a sweet tasting breakfast, but obviously not have all of the sugar because of their diabetes. Yeah, this is just, it's like so tasty. I go through so many packages of Catalina Crunch. Okay, let's blend this. Michael, Andrew, Lebedev, hello. Are the Vikings going to the UK? The Vikings were already in the UK. My fingernails are thin. I have to cut them shorter. I get hang nails. Gotcha. Down a Dark Alley says, I need that for my son. He is type 1. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll show it to you again just so you know, just to remind you. But yeah, it's Catalina Crunch, and it tastes incredible. And it's got a lot of protein. It's vegan. It's keto. It's gluten-free, non-GMO. It's kosher. But it's just, what I love about it is, because I really try to watch my added sugars. So I always go to the nutrition label and I go to the carbohydrate section, and then I look to see, okay, like how many total sugars, and this has 0, which to me is like massive win. for how good it tastes. Eva James, thank you. I love chatting with people. Leon Crosby. Let's see. Eamon says, looks so expensive. Honestly, it's not, well, it's expensive compared to the junk food cereal that you could buy for a lot cheaper. But I try to think of my diet in this way: pay now up front, like pay to have good quality food and save myself a lot of diseases and medical issues down the road, or eat junk food now, save money, but have potentially more medical issues because I was eating crap food. So it's like pay now or pay later. I will pay more money now for whole foods, better quality ingredients, organic whenever I can buy it and find it. Just eat as healthy as I can now and spend a little extra money so that hopefully in the long run I am not putting myself at higher risk of having all these health issues that can come up from poor diet choices. Fango. Hi Fango 2017. Down a Dark Alley says, great, awesome. Yes, carbs are important. Yes. I love carbs. Don't get me wrong. So like I'm a distance runner. I need my carbohydrates. Like I will crash and burn if I do not have my carbs. So yes, I like that Catalina Crunch has carbs, protein, fiber, and it has like a sweet flavor, but it's not like just a massive sugar spike in your, blood sugar. Raymond Church, hello. Ooh, this is looking good, guys. I think I might add just a little bit of lemon juice and scrape down the sides here. I don't want it to be too liquidy. I've made that mistake with this ricotta cheese in the past where it kind of, because it gets cooked in the lasagna, it gets cooked in the oven for like over an hour or just about an hour. And if the ricotta cheese starts out too like liquidy, it can just really become soupy in the oven when it's baking at that really high temperature. So I want it to be thick, but sometimes that can make it hard to like process down. So I'm just scraping the sides here. Let's see, Linda Mabry, hello. Hello. Wow, it's already 10:15, you guys. And here I was thinking, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do pumpkin hummus and an entire lasagna. No. Not unless I wanted to be up until like 1 in the morning realistically, which I'm not trying to do. No. Okay. Faru or Farut. Hello. Amen. Guys, keep the comments positive, please. I mean, haters gonna hate, but haters are sad people. Leon Crosby, thanks for the shout out, and I love your information about healthier food to eat. Yeah, you're welcome. That is looking good to me. Check it out. So I'm gonna scrape all this into the bowl and then store it, probably store it over the next couple days because I don't think I'll have time tomorrow to make lasagna. I think I'll make the whole batch of lasagna on Sunday night when I'm back on my live. John, yeah, dinner at 1 a.m. Not going for that. Let's see. Amen. Yeah, baking is gonna take a while. Yes, yes. So there's still so many steps for this lasagna because I have to make the lentil red sauce that goes on the lasagna. Then I would have to assemble the lasagna in the pan, like the noodles, the ricotta, the sauce, the veggies, the spinach, whatever. And then it has to bake in the oven for a whole hour. And then I have to take it out of the oven, and then it has to cool for like several hours. So it's already 10:18 p.m. where I'm at. So there was no, I was like, yeah, I can break this up into chunks. Like I can do the ricotta cheese today, and then I can do, you know, the rest of the lasagna at a different time. But yeah, I quickly was realizing it was not all gonna happen tonight. No way. Olga, thank you, Olga. Spasiba. All right, let's get the rest of this out of here. Scrape it down as best I can. John, I need a sous chef, right? Oh man, how much time that would save me. Oh my God, all the chopping, all the peeling. But I do really love cooking, so part of me would miss it if I just hired somebody to do like my grocery shopping and my food prep. Some days I could really use it though, because it can take a real long time. All right, last bit, let's get it. Okay, VR cam. Tony, good to see you. Using normal flour noodles? No. So I use chickpea noodles for some extra protein. These are the lasagna noodles that I use. So they're made out of chickpea flour and also lentil flour. Okay. That looks good to me. Pretty much all of it off. And then, yeah, I'm gonna mix together the two batches in this bowl just to make sure they're well combined and the ricotta is pretty uniform. I have to say, I love the taste of this ricotta. It's so good. So good. Tofu ricotta. Yum. Those Italian spices are delicious. All right, are those vegan? I like Berea protein noodles. I have purchased some from Berea or Barilla. All right, so this is looking good. So let me get this off of here. All right. Do you also lift weights? I don't lift weights, but I do a lot of like leg work, like lunging and squats. and HIIT workouts. Leon Crosby, hello. Oh my gosh. The thirst level is unreal tonight. I don't know what's going on. Whew. So here's the tofu ricotta cheese. All ready to go. I'm gonna cover this up and just let it chill for the next couple of days. Toby, have a great night. No, not vegan here, says Molto. Do you bake your mac and bake, I think? Do you bake your mac and cheese? I don't eat mac and cheese because it's not vegan. All right. So that's that. Let me put some of this stuff away. Where to start? Yeah, that seems like a solid place to stop for this evening, because then I'll have, you know, I can make the red sauce and then put the lasagna together and hopefully eat some lasagna for dinner on Sunday night. That's the goal. Christian Castro, thanks for letting me know about not eating mac and cheese. Yeah, I mean, there's some vegan mac and cheese out there, but it's still super processed. So yeah, I can't remember the last time I had mac and cheese in my life. All right, let's see here. Good. Cassidy says, double tap everybody, make sure you're subscribed for all the content coming up. Yes, there's so much content. Oh my gosh. Actually, I've got two brand collabs coming up. I'm very excited for them. Can opener, looking pretty clean. Amen says, good night to Molto. Amen says, I'm ready for an Ethiopian dinner stream. Oh my God, that sounds so good. Maybe, I like this suggestion. Like, I don't mind making it, but sometimes it's so nice to just get like a big old thing of takeout Ethiopian food. So I'm gonna write this down. Ethiopian dinner night, or a dinner live, and that was Eamon's suggestion. Yeah, I love that idea. Sean, did you ever try? Yes, I have had the frozen tofu scramble. I really like Amy's brand. It's so good. Let's see. Yeah, good night, Molto Tube. Those knives will be my mom's Christmas present. Cassidy, you're so sweet. Yes. Oh, I love the knife set so much. I'm so proud of that collab. I remember when it came through. Again, like I was saying earlier tonight, a year ago, right now, a year ago, last year in October, I was not yet monetized. I hadn't done any brand collabs, nothing. So I remember when I got that knife collab and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Mark Gabriel, hello. Dank Barty, hello to you. I'm gonna try and just clean this up a little bit. Oh, all these dishes. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, Cornelius wasn't in here much tonight. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me tidy this up. Mark Gabriel thinks I'm in Florida, I think. Sean says, you have a nice clean kitchen. Thank you so much. Yes, shoe rack is right here. Just, that's where I decided to put it. All right, let's just clean this. Tidy up a little bit. Y'all, I would say I used to be a perfectionist. Now I realize, like, pretty much with everything I do, perfection isn't the goal, and it's actually a waste of time. So yeah, I was definitely a perfectionist in school, which helped me a lot because I got straight A's, which was really helpful when it came to like college applications. So I would say in my life, like, there's a time and a place to be a perfectionist. School is one of them. But in the real world, like, the real world honestly doesn't care if things are perfect. I would say, especially with like YouTube, it's like, man, if you are trying to get your videos to be perfect, you're burning so much time where you could have just posted it and moved on to your next video. I would say, I'm trying to think if there's really anything I'm a perfectionist about in my life anymore. And I don't think there is. I try to be consistent, but not perfect. I think consistency is more important than perfection. Oh, Matthew made it in here. I didn't see you earlier, Matthew. Sorry if I somehow missed a comment from you. All right. Let's see. Spayal. Casty is asking, what was your favorite brand collab? Oh, that's so tricky. It's probably either the knives or... What other ones did I do? There were so many. I'm gonna go with the knife set. Like that just, it was so cool, and it was so early on. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the knife set. How does a brand get a hold of you for a collaboration? Does YouTube give companies a list? So there is a dashboard, I think when you're monetized, but it's called like Brand Connect. So that I've connected with brands on YouTube, and then I also list my email address in my bio on my channel. So I think a lot of brands got my email address, my YouTube channel email address from my YouTube bio. Yes, amen. I get emails from brands, and it's like collaboration opportunity with insert brand. And it's like, please send us your rates. We want you to... Like, I just signed a contract agreement yesterday with a brand, which basically just lays out the terms of like what I have to include in the video, when I have to send them a draft, what they'll pay me for it. I would say most of the time they reach out via email. Yeah, same question, amen. JR Phillips, hello, I'm late tonight, how are you? I'm doing good. I just made some tofu ricotta cheese. John says, do you have a farmer's market or are they closed now? I think they're closed now. Matthew, LOL, us people want to know. Yep, you just made it. Yeah, honestly, like, I've only been doing monetization stuff on YouTube, including brand collabs, since like January of this year, because I got monetized at the very end of last year, and then it just took some weeks to kind of figure out what was going on with that. Yeah, so I would say like for my first year of doing brand collabs and just monetizing YouTube, I would say it's gone pretty well. Like I've figured out, all right, this is how many I can agree to within a month. Like it's tough because I definitely ran into this a few times this year where it's like I got super excited about brands reaching out, and then it got to the point where packages were piling up and I was like, oh my God, I have told all of these brands I'm gonna post, you know, within a certain time, and now I'm feeling super overwhelmed. So I would say for anybody who's gonna be like, who gets a brand offer, like a collab, it's so easy to say like yes to an email, but then you have to realize like this is gonna take time. There's a certain level of expectation. There's deadlines. Some of them want to see rough drafts of your video that you're gonna post before you actually post it, because they can come back to you with edits. Yeah. So I would say I've learned so much about brand collabs in 2025. The video spazzed out for a second. Uh-oh. James Robinson, is that your sneaker collection in the back? Yeah, these are my running shoes and then just other shoes that I wear. What are some oh my God. Yes, Matthew Clark, this is a great question. What are some dream collabs? I actually have a spreadsheet of my dream collabs. Let's see if I can pull this up. Catalina Crunch for one. Shoot, where would I have put this? Probably like a spreadsheet. I know I wrote a list. YouTube collabs, here we go. Is it? Oh, goal collabs, here we go. Okay, so many. Caribou Coffee, Mall of America, all of the Minnesota sports teams, Minnesota Twins, Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota Wild, Soda Clothing, Target, University of Minnesota, HelloFresh, Starbucks, Cuisinart, KitchenAid, Capital One, SoFi Banking, Love Your Curls, which is the hair care product I use, Obagi and Typology, which are skincare products I use, fitness and health companies like Brooks, Lululemon, Yoga Fit. You can also go to events as like a brand ambassador or whatever. So I would love to be able to go to like concerts, sporting events with like a company that's like a sponsor of the event. So for example, like if Taylor Swift was coming to Minneapolis next year for another tour, and one of her tour sponsors was Starbucks coffee, it would be so amazing to basically like companies will send you to events on their dime if they're a sponsor of that event. That is the type of stuff I dream of getting to go to in the future. Elliot Mateo, hello. Frog is here. Fancy Tupperware, that was Frog. Cassidy, it's been an up and down year, but Hannah has never quit. That's the key, never quit. Diaz Canel Singa, Elliot Mateo, Dlex TV, Hundo Bands Global, hello. Amen, reach out to them, Hannah, you'll be an amazing ambassador, thank you. That's what my sister was saying too. She's like, you don't have to wait on these brands to reach out to you. You can reach out to them, and some of them are like, sure. My sister told me she reached out to, it was actually like an event going on locally, and she's like, hey, I'm on social media, this is my following, would you be able to give me free tickets in exchange for me like creating a video or like a short of my experience at this event. And they're like, oh, sure, here's some free tickets. Like, just pick them up when you get here. And I was like, dude, that is so cool. J.R. Phillips, how many subs did you need before people or companies started contacting you? I would say, I think hitting 1,000, like having the K in your subscriber count is huge. So I would say it was like, once I was at like somewhere like 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers, and just like as time goes on, your following increases. So yeah, having at least 1,000 is where it all started. Marcin Toutage is here. All right, guys. I think I'm all caught up here. I'm gonna head out for the night because it's 10:40 and I'd like to just chill a little bit. But reminder, actually, I am gonna be doing a pop-up live stream tomorrow morning. So I will be back here shortly. NC says, I'm sure Soda would jump on the opportunity to sponsor you. Yes, NC, I've thought about this. I'm definitely one of those people where I'm like, I don't know, should I? Like I'll leave it to them. And my sister's like, no, you should totally reach out. Like, because these brands, like they're so big, they're so busy, like they can't keep track of all of these, you know, local creators. But yeah, I've thought to myself, it would be so worthwhile to just reach out, because the worst thing is they say no or they never respond to you. But yeah, I love Soda Clothes so much. JR, 1140 for you. Okay, James Robinson, Austin Hannah, spokesperson for companies. Yes. Marcin Toutage is in Poland. Okay, I love Poland. It's beautiful. Max, thank you. EMPV. Hallmark Christmas movies started tonight until New Year's. Really? That's early. NC says 100% do it. Yes, I will reach out to them. All right, guys. Reminder, I will be live tomorrow. I'll be doing a pop-up live stream tomorrow morning, which is Saturday at, I'll say 11 a.m. Central Time, USA. I feel like I haven't done a pop-up live stream in ages, honestly, because I've had stuff that I planned, stuff on my schedule, or I just wanted to sleep in and I was feeling kind of tired. But yeah, I will be doing a Saturday morning live stream tomorrow, guys. It's been a while. Like, it may have, I think the last time I did one might have been on my actual birthday, which is about a month ago. Matthew Clark, off subject, but do you do any celebrity impressions? Not really. I've been able to like imitate a few people here and there, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I wouldn't say I'm good at impressions, and I've never really done it. Nick, I'm doing good. I'm about to head out actually. But I will be back tomorrow morning, you guys. I like doing the Saturday morning pop-ups because, you know, it's like different, it's a different time than the 8 p.m. usual time slot. And it means like for people who are in other time zones, like across the ocean, it's easier for them because it's evening for them, morning for me. Kirby says she does the Jim Carrey already then. I will never do that. On the internet, oh my god, it's like, it's not cute, but it's so funny. Thank you, Back to the Future, Wilbur Nola. All right, there you go. There's the reminder. I will be live tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Keep an eye out for the live. Back to the Future, Wilbur. High five. Thank you, Wilbur. Bye, Kirby. All right. And thank you to several people. So we've got Back to the Future, who was a wonderful mod tonight. My sister was in here briefly. She's also a mod. There were super chats from, let's see, JB gave 2, and Blue Butterfly / Kuiper gave a super chat. And then there were gifts from Ernest Grass, Kirby, and Derek. And then, of course, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, all the new people here. Thank you to my members for being members of the channel. And thank you to everybody for just the great conversation and leaving comments and engaging. It's very fun. I think that's about it. Carrie Kristen, hello. I will see all of you guys tomorrow morning, so very quick turnaround. And J.R. Phillips, okay, there you go. Thank you to J.R. Phillips. I'll add you to the shout out list. J.R. Phillips, thank you very much for the super chat. So appreciate it. Wahoo! Thank you very much, JR. You the bomb. Alrighty. Oops. Here we go. Thank you very much. And yes, WJR Phillips agreed. Back to the Future. JR, you're awesome. All right. Ooh. Sorry guys, runny nose. All right, on that note, I am gonna get going and have a cozy night. My nose has been runny, which is annoying, but it's that time of year, I guess. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Saturday morning pop-up. It'll be fun. I'll be chatting on my couch with some coffee. I will be watching Premier League Soccer. Not sure exactly what all the games are tomorrow, but yeah, I'll be chilling tomorrow. So come back and chat some more. You guys are the best. And have a great night or start of your Saturday. Bye.